Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Il Giardino, Deacon keeps prodding Hope to get back together with Liam despite being engaged to Carter. "He hurt you." Hope, understating effects, says, "So did Liam." Cleric ignores this and blathers about Beth having her parents back together again. No pressure, but Hope's the only bone. Who can make that be? Implacable, Deacon asks Hope to give Liam another chance. At Bill's place, Liam lets Ivy down readily, telling her they had great times together. He's touched by her sentiment, but he wants Hope indeed though she's engaged to Carter. Liam credits himself with encouraging Hope to marry Carter when he allowed. He was dying, but now he's not, and she's his family. He placates Ivy by saying she's some Joe's dream girl, but he's lost too important time with Hope. Ivy gets it. She gushes that Hope's so lucky to be the love of his life. At Forrester, unlucky in love, Carter moons about Hope and smiles. Daphne appears and he tells her he was allowing about his beautiful fiancée. She fishes and finds out no marriage date is set. Carter wants to marry Hope as soon as possible. Daphne, perceptive as always, prodigies if he's upset she's changing her mind. Carter gets edgy as he admits Hope's had a lot going on recently with her ex-husband. Daphne urges him to be smart. He's engaged to someone who formerly has a family with someone differently. Carter, decreasingly agitated, tells Daphne that Liam could no way commit to Hope and he can. Hope appears as he rants that she's just as committed to him as he's to her. Making herself known, Hope joins them. Daphne exits. Carter's glad she intruded and heard how important he loves her. Carter launches directly into obliging Hope to set a marriage date. She squirms visibly as he says he asked Ridge to be his stylish man and wants to get wedded right down. As he pulls her into a grasp, Deacon's prompting to get back with Liam rings in her mind. Electra tells Will they'll both be happy they awaited and decided not to do anything the night of the party. Will flashes to doing commodity with Luna in the mask as Electra goes on about him being too buzzed to flash back what happened. Will confesses he's shamed of his jest, which gives her pause. He weirdly stresses that Electra is the only one he wants to be with. Electra is eventually ready to be with him. They embrace as he continues to have flashbacks. Ivy rejoins Electra, tells her that Hope is the woman Liam actually wants. She changes the subject to her bastard's big night with Will. Electra loves him indeed more because he awaited for her. At Lee's place, Luna tells Sheila she has effects handled. She wouldn't end up in the hole ever again, especially now that she has so important to look forward to. Sheila can't see how sleeping with Will has changed her life. He thinks she's dead and was tricked into sleeping with her. Luna just hopes she's there to see his face when he finds out it was her behind the mask. Sheila warns Luna that no bone can find out she's alive. She warns she's playing a veritably dangerous game with her freedom. Unbothered, Luna teases, "Grandmolly asked me if I was awaiting another phenomenon. Perhaps I am." Luna, with a minatory look on her face, tells the empty room that she has a plan to live happily ever after with Will. Stroking her tummy, Luna smiles slyly. Will approaches Sheila, of all people, and asks her if she can fill in the blanks on his party because he'd way too important to drink. Sheila flashes to Luna's concession as Will asks if she came into his room that night. Sheila gawps, "Of course I didn't do that." He admits he's freaking out a little bit. Someone came into his room that night and he needs to know who it was. However, she needs to tell him if she knows. Sheila is back to her old ways. She acts like she's concerned about Luna causing trouble. Still, her conduct say else. Luna recalled what happened last night, which had Sheila laughing. Luna did the walk of shame out of Deacon's apartment. But she didn't feel any shame. After she took advantage of a veritably drunk Will, she returned home, got dressed, and poured, as if nothing had happened. Lee and Sheila wanted to know where she went off to. Luna sat on her bed with a smile on her face. She allowed about the night she participated with Will, indeed though it wasn't consensual. Lee asked Luna why she kept smiling like that. Luna told Lee to lay off. She asked her if this was how she raised Finn. Lee riposted, "Look how he turned out compared to you." But Lee had had enough of Luna's station. This wasn't the girl she wanted to raise. She stormed out of the apartment and asked Sheila to handle her. But Luna was on another earth. She allowed. Everything was funny, indeed, when Sheila asked Luna to give Lee some grace. Also, she wanted to know where Luna really was last night. Luna smiled as she confessed that she snuck out to see Will at Il Giardino, where she pretended to be a bartender and served him drinks. Luna gasconaded that she eventually gave Will what he really wanted, what his gal, Electra, couldn't give him ahead. The unlawful grandmother and her granddaughter laughed. It seems as if Sheila is blinking Luna's horrible conduct. She didn't feel to watch that Luna snuck off and took advantage of a crapulous Will. Will woke up alone at Deacon's place. He wondered what had happened last night. The details were foggy, but he knew he'd a good time. He looked around and wondered where Electra had gone. But rather, it was Deacon who walked in with the remedy for Will's leftover. He handed him some water and capsules. Will bothered that he didn't do anything stupid the night ahead. Cleric assured him that he wouldn't let that be. While effects are vague, Will knows it's a night he wouldn't forget. But we'll find out everything that happened, especially with who? He showed up at the office. Electra was agitated about tonight. Will had last night on his mind, but the details were still vague. Ivy left the two alone so they could talk. Will told Electra that last night was amazing, and he didn't anticipate it to end like that. Electra was confused when he mentioned that she had come back for him. She signed it off and assumed that he was out of it. When she hugged him, the details flashed to his mind. Will realized that someone differently was in the apartment when he passed out. His eyes grew big in horror. Luna's plan fell into place. Will slept at Deacon's apartment as Luna lurked over him, wearing the mask that Electra left before. Luna eventually had Will where she wanted him. She recalled the times that led up to this moment. She told him, "Tonight's the night, Will." Will allowed. He was with his gal, Electra. "You came back," he said with a smile on his face. It didn't take Luna long to take advantage of Will, who's easily inebriated. She joined him on the bed as he started undressing. After kissing, Will called her Electra. That didn't stop Luna from taking effects further. She pretends to be Electra by delivering Will for being so patient about staying. Will got a textbook on his phone. He putatively read Electra's communication, which said that she couldn't stay for hereafter night. Will's senses are each there, so he didn't understand that the textbook was from his gal, who was at home. He tossed the phone away and continued kissing Luna. Luna dropped her mask and let it fall to the bottom as she took advantage of Will's crapulous state. Electra was back at the Forrester manse with Ivy, having warm drinks and ice cream. She told her aunt each about the wild party at Il Giardino. Electra couldn't believe how drunk Will got off those vodka tonics. She wanted to continue partying with Will back at his place, but it wasn't the right moment, with alcohol lowering their senses and clouding their judgment. Ivy assured Electra that she'd know when she was ready, but Electra made it clear that she was formerly ready. She wanted their first time to be hereafter night. Ivy believed that it would be magical and special. But their relationship is formally impacted. Will ended up in bed with Luna, allowing it was Electra. Indeed, though it wasn't his fault, she's going to have a hard time trusting him ever again.